So today, I wanted just to hit you very hard with the three most important aspects of freedom and the things that you actually have to deliver on in order to make it possible. So I'm going to be very pithy, and I'm just going to give it right out here to you because these are the three P's. We have so many P's in my life. We talk about pictures, proof, and pain. We talk about problems, prevention, possibilities, so many things. Talk about the past, and we talk about the present, and we talk about the possibilities of that as well. And so there's so many ways I love to correlate this. And now I'm going to give you three more, and get ready for it, because this is all about how to build a culture, a practice, entrepreneurship in the greatest country on earth, to where you can enjoy not freedom from, but freedom because of dentistry. But it is really these three P's that bring it on home. So first and foremost, freedom has to have a plan with a purpose. The first aspect of embracing freedom is your people. Listen, if the people aren't free, ain't nobody free. And it's very important to understand. I call it lifestyle for all. But really what we're talking about here is that your team has to believe in a greater mission. We have either people go through the motions or people are working towards the mission. And based on those two things, it's going to be a dramatic dichotomy of what the results will happen. And more importantly, if your team isn't loyal to and wrapped into the greater mission of what you do, then you know what? They're going to be commoditized down, dollars for hours. It's just the wrong way to be. And that will give you no freedom at all. Because in fact, you'll often be held back or held hostage by the same people. So the mission is vital. The second part, of course, the money. There can't be greener grass. It's a simple concept. That's why your practice, you have to be able to afford to invest in the most high talented team members. However, I will tell you one of my great quotes right here. It says motivation will almost always beat mere talent. And that's really what this is about, motivation. So they have to have some money motivation. They have to have some mission motivation. But without understanding, how do I win this game for me? In other words, how do I make more money? How do I become more valuable to the practice? If we don't give every team member a path to their own freedom, then they're going to be looking for it either in other places, or they're going to be looking for it with their hand out. So we have to give them a clear plan with a purpose in order for them to grow their skills, their income, to be able to earn more than they currently do. Obviously, that can be with a bonus, an incentive, of profit sharing. It can be with tiers of or levels of team members advancing their skills and abilities. So people, you got to have a mission. They got to be a part of something bigger and greater. Okay? They got to have the ability to grow their money, and it has to be about motivation, right? And that will outwin anything else. When you have this with your people, bam, amazing things happen. Next, patience. Now, with the patients, the same deal. We're here to set them free. How do you get people to be free as patients? Okay, you have to educate them. You have to show them what's possible. That's really what this is all about. It's about expanding the vision of what complete health is, quality of life enhancement, and how dentistry today, fits into a greater aspect of their life. Really, you could correlate both these together. The second way to set patients free is screening. And the reason is because you can't be all things to all people. And so you want to screen properly to be able to incorporate the patients that you're going to be able to deliver the most appropriate and highest value to. If somebody is a bottom feeder down here, no matter how great your value is, they're only going to receive that value based on where they're at. So we have to expand and enhance and grow through education these patients. And then as a result of doing that, we are not weeding out, we're lifting them up to a better way of life. And that's really what the ability for you to be setting free with patients, so you don't need so many. It's value over volume when you have these in place. And then lastly, we remember most of all, relationships. It really is not about revenue. It's about relationships. And when it's about relationships, again, everything else just becomes a different game. And it just has this essence about it. And that's true freedom. True freedom is not living in fear. Okay? True freedom is not being desperate, scarcity, self-doubting. Okay? It's not trying to appease or pander. No, freedom is, true independence is going all in. Going all in on your goals, your dreams, your principles, your approach to what you do. And that's what relationships really are all about. So when you bring the people, the team and the patients together into one, all these things, they correlate together. And then I'll just finish with this. Lifetime value. If you want to grow the lifetime value of your team and get a greater ROI, well, you better have this in place. You want to grow the lifetime value of your patients, you want to have a better ROI, you better have this in place. Freedom is a plan with a purpose that first begins with the people, growing the people. Okay? The ones you have in and the ones that are coming to see you. And that leads me to the other profit, principle, pillar, or whatever. I said freedom, profit, okay, is profit. And it's got to be profitable to any of these things. It has to be profitable. It can't be profitable if you don't do this, okay? And you can't have these kind of people if you don't have profit. So let's remember this, that profit sets you free because abundance, cash flow, opportunity, all these things, okay, is about having a system that will reliably deliver profit to you. Reliably deliver profit to you. The system. So I'm going to show you my 3 methods of system in just a second. The next one is prioritization. You have to prioritize yourself. You have to prioritize your cash. If you don't prioritize profitability, there won't be any profit to prioritize. So you have to set the system up to be able to get paid first, to pull cash out, and to be able to feed it into other things. And that's to have places to go. Your wealth will grow if it has places to go. Profit, a system to prioritize, to places to go so that your wealth will grow. And that ultimately is freedom. That's a plan with a purpose. And now I'll just finish by saying this. True independence, which is what we're going to be covering in the upcoming Freedom webinar, okay, is this. The abundance of opportunity, the autonomy of choice. If you have those 2 things, abundance of opportunity, autonomy of choice, then you're going to win in great ways. The first thing to do is to reverse engineer your success. You know what you're trying to achieve and to reverse engineer that. This begins daily, weekly, monthly. This is for your whole life vision, but very specifically, it's just simple down to a weekly run rate that you need to be able to achieve that first whiteboard I showed you. And then backwards by days and providers, by columns, okay? It's very simple. The math has to work. Reverse engineer. If you don't have the proper math, you will never understand really what the true opportunity is. The second is creation of opportunity. That's the daily ability to be able to help more patients get healthy by having a diagnostically focused practice. It's very simple. If our daily goal is X, okay, we need to have 3X of opportunity. Simple concept. You just can't break those rules. And so that's where abundance of opportunity comes in. Reverse engineering ties to autonomy of choice and how you want to get it done. Creation ties to abundance of opportunity. And then finally, the sources and streams. You got to be able to swim it backwards. Okay, that's existing patients, that's new patients. If you're a specialist, that's specialty referral streams. That's reactivation. It might be organic patients. It might be referred in patients. It also might be all the different procedures and modalities of the things you do. That's abundance, okay, of opportunity. Autonomy of choice. It ties to all 3 of these things. It's not often just how much money you make, it's how you go about making the money. The same goes for all of this. And I'll just finish today this great Freedom, okay, series of our Practice Profit Reports. Don't forget my upcoming, extremely powerful, all about this 1776 moment in dentistry. This one time right now, where the whole world is changing. It's not about what we've been, it's about what we're becoming. And this is the greatest time in private practice dentistry that's ever happened. We have a multitude of things all coming together at once. That's literally changing the game. Your ability to accelerate your wealth by a lifetime, literally, but in the next couple of years more than the last couple decades, true. Also the shift in how things are returning back to the hometown hero, private practice dentist, not in the organized DSO corporate, but actually very different. Okay, boutique concierge relationship, mission, remember. Okay, and then also about this shift in complete health, regenerative health, preventative health, long-term focus for everyone wanting to invest in this, themselves. And so here's the deal. Your freedom is very simple. Your freedom will be defined by your ability to have discipline to focus and to refrain from distractions. If you're solving the wrong problems, or if you're distracted, going through the motions, not the mission, whatever it is, freedom is the discipline to focus. To have abundance and autonomy, it's all going to stem from focus. Not thinking what you don't have, embracing what you do have. Not who you aren't, but knowing who you are. And that's what I say. The liberty to prosper requires the willingness and the ability to be independent. And that is what this message today is all about.